precious souls, you're back. This is great. Ooh, I like this. As I'm about to shuffle, got the sun and celebrations. Well, let's see what we've got today. What in the world do we have in our energy today? Calling in our higher selves, our spirit guides, our ancestors, our guardian angels, the lovers, the lovers. Oh, this is going to be good. Thank you. For the highest good of all and to the harm of absolutely no one, please let us know what it is that the collective watching needs to know at this time. Okay, I'm going to show you some cards. Okay, so after a lot of conflict and learning to have healthy boundaries standing your ground, you walked away from something. Okay, potentially it was a twin flame. Remember, twin flames are meant to teach us. What else do we need to know, Spirit? You walked away from something that might have had a spiritual connection to it. Like I said, if it were twin flame, if you follow that, they're usually here to teach us. Yeah, there was a lot of secrets, a lot of illusions, high emotions, certainly some lessons learned. Do we want any more of these? Yeah? Okay. Let's go a little more. What we got there? Thank you, Spirit. Tell us what else we need to know. 6, 7, 8. Whoa, I've got 4, 6, 7, 8. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this? This looks like a lot of past. So it could have been a spiritual connection, someone you had in your life. You've both learned your lessons or are learning your lessons. And left it behind, moved on. Yep, definitely it puts you into this next phase, which is standing in your own independent abundance, like luxury, okay? Like really pouring into yourself and shining very brightly. We've got we've got a 9 now. Oh my gosh. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. How sneaky. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what this is. And your burdens are being removed. You see there's a 10 there. That's the most you can carry. And the Star card. Okay, so that's about dreams coming true after doing a lot of healing, and you will shine brightly. Now, there is some offer coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. It has been extremely slow moving. I'm getting intuitively right now, this may be a test, maybe someone returning from the past, this person you walked away from. Thank you, Spirit. Extremely slow moving because they are trying to come in a way that they think they'll be received after all the pain, burdens, and conflict that they caused you. And I think they're starting to see that you have every right to be independent and not so receptive to what they have to say at this time after the healing you've done. All right, but let's just see a little more. One more, please, Spirit. What do we need to know about the Knight of Pentacles coming forward? Yeah, okay, so what I'm getting is, for one thing, they probably overindulged. They might have even done a lot of, and not just that, though. I am feeling like they really kind of dropped the bag here. They dropped it all. They had a chance at true love, heart's desire with you. Anybody who doesn't see your worth at all right away, my personal opinion, and from what I've seen and learned in spirituality and the whole shebang, the whole playbook of life is let them go. You know, there will be someone coming in that will know your worth right from the beginning, and you won't have to convince them. You won't have to beg and plead. It's all a part of the learning experience. But it looks like you've done so much learning. I'm so proud of you. It looks like you're standing in this beautiful, like a real glow up and independent and making plans for a different path, a different future, okay? waiting for your ships to come in after a period of rest and a period of feeling left out in the cold. All right. Moving on to the other cards, guys. I'd like to know the intentions of the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Holy Spirit, please come through with the most concise wisdom that we can offer at this time for the collective watching. What do we need to know about the Knight of Pentacles coming in with an offer? What do we need to know about the Knight of Pentacles coming in with an offer? Come on, do share. This has a lot to do with a test. I can feel it, and that's why they're kind of like, they're making it clear. They're not giving away tons of answers here. There's a choice to be made, okay? You need to follow your instincts, but I'm hearing that this person once had you believing some manipulations in the past and these illusions, and it will be up to you to choose whether you want to do another whole cycle with this person or move on to calmer waters, I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. And see what else life has to offer you. Okay, one card, please, Spirit. Even a little hint would be really helpful. I know that's what I would want to know. What is the intention, right? But they're saying you've also got strong discernment. You've learned that through this past lesson. And they're testing to make sure that you've learned it. Really learned it. Okay. Yeah, you're the Empress. I kept seeing this. I should have said it right out loud. And what I was getting is this person originally was even like more like a page. They've maybe learned a little tiny bit, okay, through what everything they've been through and kind of leveled up to knight, but they're not a king and they're certainly not an emperor. And you being the Empress, the most creative, intuitive, healing, loving, strong discernment, all of the queens completely and passionate, beautiful, shining bright, a beautiful light that heals others. This is who you are, okay? So a Knight of Pentacles, they're not really a match for all of the healing you've done, as we saw with the star, right? This is you. You've really mastered emotion. You have a beautiful calm about you, a presence everywhere you go. You light up a room. You have this uncanny ability to create anything, create gold out of garbage, I'm hearing, like anything. You could put things together and make magic happen. And you're also very passionate. You are the perfect partner as far as I'm concerned. It's because it doesn't get any better than all four queens combined. This person might have left and experienced a queen, probably a karmic, which is someone who was working in a lower vibration, and they realized that didn't work. This is all channeled right now. They realized that wasn't working. It couldn't possibly compare. Well, who could, right? Who could compare to the Empress? And now they're trotting back with this offer, trying to get back into your energy. Thank you, Spirit. They are mostly there for the passion and the energy, if you know what I mean. So more or less just another energy drain, and you are being prompted to use your discernment through this test with compassion, grace, because that is what you are, just filled with grace and forgiveness, and carry on pouring into you. Anything else, Spirit, at this time? Oh, thank you. Again, they totally reiterated this. Look, you're already there. You're already doing everything you need to, and that's being independent, developing your own wealth. This person is sniffing all that money and going, hey, maybe I'll try going back. Maybe I'll see if I can get back in their energy. Use your discernment. Birds might also be significant. So let's see what we've got for numbers here. We've got 3. We've got, sorry, where was I? We've got 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 6, or 4 4, sorry. So you are divinely protected, okay? The fours represent divine protection, a lot of protection. You've got tons of protection because you have chosen to keep going in this path, and you're on a mission and you are succeeding. It's in your energy, all of this beautiful abundance that you've got coming in. And this person, quite frankly, could be just another roadblock like last time. All right. And those of you who resonate with this understand what I'm talking about. Another roadblock like last time. And remember what you had to do to get out of that energy that they put you through. The lack mindset, feeling left out in the cold. Okay, you already learned those lessons. And unless you want to learn them again, no, you're heading for bigger things. Okay? There's your nine of cups. Okay? You're heading to absolute fulfillment. Here, take a look. I'm going to try not to blur this. Sorry, guys. Wishes coming true, realizing dreams, happiness, cheerfulness, joy, fulfillment, positivity, optimism, satisfaction, success, abundance, prosperity, achievements, rewards, and confidence. Do you really want to let them back in there? No, because they slowed you down before. They held you stagnant for so long. All they wanted, oh my gosh, there were third parties involved. Okay, this is what this is. And a whole lot of gossip, which created these energy blocks. They just reiterated this. Again, they put you in this feeling left out in the cold, totally abandoned, and lack mindset and poverty. This person did a number on your energy and held you back, okay? So I'm getting this like strong messages that I need to let you know to remember what it is that you already walked away from. And I think you'll agree there's not much need to repeat this lesson. It took a lot of strength as well to walk away from that, is what I'm getting. All right, how about something positive, guys? Remember, no one can touch your energy if you remain positive. It doesn't matter what it looks like around you. That's the external environment, and that is merely a projection. It is a projection of what you feel on the inside. So if things aren't going your way, lift your vibration up. This person brought your energy and your vibration down. They were low vibration pulling on you, okay? That's why you experience those things. So I'm just going to keep reminding you, keep your energy up. When you're feeling really crappy, when you're feeling really down, when you're feeling scared, fear, they operate on fear and insecurities. When you feel those things, one thing you could do is crank the radio, get up and dance, even if you totally don't feel like it, within minutes. To the right music vibrations. You can look it up online, different frequencies even, but or just really uplifting music and songs and dance. It gets your energy moving, and or look at comedies, anything that makes you laugh, or visit loved ones that always seem to help inspire you to chase your dreams, or pour in creatively to all of your favorite hobbies. All right, we want a really great positive card here, guys. What do we have? Okay. Express yourself authentically to release inner freedom and creativity. Wow. That's a beautiful card. Look. Authentic expression. So, as a for instance, everything that comes out of your mouth should be how you really feel. Yes, you're the empress. You're quite diplomatic. You could probably tell somebody off, call them out, and have them saying thank you at the end of it. So you have the ability to do that. This is a part of the lessons you need to learn, is speak authentically. It is your superpower. It's the superpower of anybody who can adopt that, okay, become that, embody that. Authenticity and unconditional love are the massive superpowers, okay? So you're already operating out of nurturing and love and everything. But also remember, speak your mind, speak your feelings authentically. We no longer put up with anybody's silliness. We also know that the power of our voice, the things that we have to express authentically, are going to help heal others. So we must do this. It's a part of the journey. See if I can read these ones. Let's see if you can read them. Shadow work, which is exactly what Okay, this person, this these conflicts you had and you turning away, you being hurt, feeling abandoned and left out in the cold is what catapulted you into doing the shadow work, which we all have to do if we're going to become our highest version of ourselves. Okay. So what does this say about shadow work? Oh my goodness, it's still hard to see. Wow, I hope you could see it. I'm stuck on that. Oh, explore your subconscious to reveal hidden aspects and heal from within. I know what shadow work is, but I wanted to see their reading and writing and what they have, but that's interesting. So it's more or less going inside saying, wow, what is the common denominator? How far long ago, like does it's always from like childhood wounding. So what would have ever given me the belief that I'm being abandoned if I spend time alone, right? You had to really look at that. And is my unhealthy need to have other people desire me, you know, want to be with me and help fill these voids? Is what is that? Where did that come from? Where was my first experience experiencing that feeling? When did that first originate from? And looking at it and seeing it for what it is. That in fact, even our parents, even our friends, the people, our relationships, we all have defense mechanisms, insecurities that we picked up throughout our life. And we tend to seek out lovers, romantic relationships, even friends, um, employers that really reflect the unhealed versions of the guardians and parents we had that we always wished we could heal. So when you look at your own, how do I react to things? Do I get triggered to things? What are those triggers? What does it make me feel? And where did I first start to notice that kind of feeling? What kind of a relationship was it with? Was it a parental one? Was it my first boyfriend, girlfriend? And start to really look deep. And don't be afraid to look at all of our flaws because we all have them. Anyone who says, I don't have any flaws, they've got a whole other problem to deal with. Okay, trust me. But the other point is doing the shadow work. It's not fun. That's why most people avoid it like the plague. But you cannot heal these aspects that hold us back until we do this shadow work. It gets mucky, it gets a little ugly. We have to accept and have accountability for our aspects of the unhealthy relationships in our life, for the way we held ourselves back, the fact that it was no one else's fault, that we put ourselves there, and that was based on this unquenchable thirst to try to heal and repair people. So that it's just, if you really look at, get deep with it. Okay, I'm not going to walk you through the entire thing in this, but it is so important. And you can really tell when you're talking to someone who's done the shadow work. Because for one thing, they don't point the finger elsewhere when things go awry. They accept accountability. Okay, and it starts there. That's just one aspect. So when you're dealing with red flags, you're the empress. I'm sure you've dealt with so many people that you ignored the red flags, and it's about forgiving yourself because you didn't have the experience and wisdom and knowledge you had at that time. So you thought, as a healer and with someone with a really nurturing heart, hey, maybe they tick these boxes off because they're love bombing me, and I'll just ignore those red flags because I think I can help them through that. Right? That's the aspect, the unhealed part of yourself. It's very important that we heal that after processing and accepting that it exists, and then see that that was what we needed as a survival instinct to get through maybe our childhood or really abusive relationships or whatever the case may be. Either way, you've got this. I'm sending so much love and light. I'm really, really impressed with this. You have done so much healing. You need to be so proud of yourself. It's only bringing beautiful blessings in. So stay strong. Use your discernment if this um, not real healed person comes back, and know that there are bigger, better things to come if something doesn't align with you in the moment. We don't settle anymore, okay?